Hello, Capricorn. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly talking about you tarot card reading. Let's have a look at who's doing the talking about you, Capricorn, and then we'll do a tarot spread and see what they're talking about. If you'd like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website. And here we go. Oh, your first card, Capricorn, is Gemini. And the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Okay, well, at least we have some good communication skills. However, with good communication skills, potential for manipulation tactics, yes. Persuasive energy, but you might like that because you're a Capricorn and you like competition. You like the sport of it. So we have Gemini energy and verbally speaking, somewhat I don't want to say you're equal, but you know, they qualify for conversation. Ooh, we have Capricorn. And the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So we were just talking about you, and you pop up here opposing yourself. All right, well, it feels like negotiations. It feels like considerations. I feel like Gemini / Capricorn energy. Obviously there's ambition. Obviously there's willpower, structure. There's outward appearances involved here. So how things look, winning, losing, you know, the whole deal. You could be dealing with somebody who's very persuasive and wanting to win. You could be dealing with somebody at work and negotiating, and they're negotiating with you and talking about things, and they're being quite strategic because they look at the broader picture with this Capricorn energy. All right, and finally, we have Aquarius. Look at that. We have 2 air signs, which means this is the highest of intellectual. All right, with Aquarius energy, the energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. It's an air sign sandwich. Yeah. Well, Capricorn sandwich. Aquarius is giving us that unique energy. It's kind of similar with Capricorn, or there's something as far as willpower. They have some sort of hold on executing willpower. Saturn in some cases, or before, long ago, Saturn was the ruler of Aquarius. But it's Uranus, and Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, of course, and Mercury rules Gemini, like I mentioned before. So this is kind of a person who's smart. This is not an emotional person. This is not ultra sensitive. This is a chatty patty. Well, no, strategically chatty. Right? So that would mean they're good at not only the words they choose, but how they say it, how it's going to land on the person they're talking to's ears. They're good at that. Elevated, higher levels. And they're talking about you. So this feels very strategic. I'm wondering what they're trying to convince you of, or convince other people about you of. You know, I want to see what's going on, because Aquarius, you know, it's the 11th house stuff, and that rules your network. And in addition to Capricorn, who cares about that network and what that network sees. They care about their social status. Gemini does too, but you know, they'll get some bootleg version of whatever and pass it off as high-end name brand, and then be proud that everybody was fooled. So it's not really about the luxury per se. But yeah, let's have a look at what they're talking about when it comes to you. I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot deck, and like with all the other decks I use, it's in the description if you care, if you're interested in the deck. So here we go. This is your first card. We have the King of Pentacles. Oh, of course we have the King of Pentacles. He's in reverse though, so my defenses are up, because this does kind of co-sign the idea that there's a negotiation or some authoritative decision. Pentacles based, so maybe about money, business, you know. This guy's in reverse, so it might be somebody with a higher authority talking about you. It could be a father figure, father earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But either way, it's somebody of like authority, a boss, that has a say in this, okay? And let's hope that because this card is in reverse, they're not necessarily being negative. Maybe they're putting things on pause, delaying opportunity, taking too long to sign a contract, you know. It's like, you know, that first couple of weeks of a new job when you're like broke. You're like, God, ugh. Oh, hey, I was late to sign your paycheck. But I can next Tuesday. Oh, no, don't worry about it. Please, I'm eating ramen noodles. King of Pentacles. The power is theirs. Then we have the Hanged Man, or the Hanged One. Now this card is associated with Neptune, and when you think about Neptune, you think about that dreamy, underwater, aquatic world, but if it was like all beautiful and stuff, and like Disney-like, and like just dreamy, you know? Dreams don't have details that are like weird. Well, yes they do actually. But when we mean like dreamy in like the cinematic sense, it's like magical, positive. But anyways, that whole deal is about a distorted perception of reality. Neptune rules our subconscious, so it's like stuff that lies beneath the surface of how you feel about things. You know, when you react to something, you're like, oh, I love that. You have a deep-rooted need for kittens because you feel empty inside and like no one will love you, so you get a bunch of, I don't know, but there's like a deep-rooted feeling here. There's a deep-rooted feeling here. But also this card represents waiting. You know what it's giving? If I'm being honest, it's giving a power struggle. Like maybe they want to see you win, but they don't want to see you win too much, or they don't want to lose you as a person to go to where your position is beneficial for them. And if they, you know, put you in a place of authority or shift you around or do something different, maybe it's not to benefit of them and they're being strategic and it doesn't work for you. That would make sense for the King of Pentacles being in reverse. The Hanged Man, making you wait, having you linger, right? And it takes a shifting of perspective to get yourself out of the waiting game. Looking at things differently. Like, maybe I'm not waiting. Maybe this is deliberate. Maybe this person's dangling this opportunity in front of me to string me along. You know, you gotta look at these people who seem otherwise serious and normal. They don't seem emotional, like they'll manipulate you, but they're, because they have a good poker face, they're able to manipulate you even better. We gotta think about that. Ooh, we have a little bit more of this energy of waiting and sitting and waiting and holding still. Even the king is on their throne. So the Four of Cups represents emotional dissatisfaction, boredom. Four of Cups being in reverse, I'm like, what the heck? How can you be bored on top of bored? Bored on bored? Like, what is this? Right? The Four of Cups means you can't be I wonder if it's like one of those situations where you're trying to kill someone with kindness, you're trying to make something right, you're trying to do something, bend over backwards. This person cannot be moved. I think you're dealing with somebody who's like, I guess a little manipulative, I guess a little authoritative. It doesn't feel like this is your complete enemy, though. It feels like somebody, the theme is that they make you wait a lot. And the waiting is emotional dissatisfaction. But you need to realize that, because you might get caught up in the cycle of waiting, getting a breadcrumb, and waiting again, hoping for more, you know, trying to be on a journey towards results. But the waiting game might leave you feeling emotionally dissatisfied. And also with this King of Pentacles, you might find yourself in a situation where they're talking about you making them wait and them feeling emotionally unsatisfied about that. Now, hopefully that's what they're presenting to you, because it would make a lot of sense if this King of Pentacles was reversed, because they aren't, you know, presenting that. King of Pentacles is typically very stable and they look at the big picture. So this person should seem okay with waiting for long-term plans. But it seems like there's some, I'm not satisfied. I'm not being honest about it. Or maybe not dishonest, but not upfront. It's not obvious that this person is dissatisfied while they wait. We have the Six of Cups. We have some commitment, some dedication to nostalgia, some fond memories and feelings from the past. The Six of Cups really speaks to the emotional connection that they have with you. So this seems like somebody that you have history with, or that they're connected to somebody that you have history with, at least. So Six of Cups, it does speak to the thinking about the past. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, this person, we grew up on the, you know, pumpkin patch together or anything like that. It could just mean you have history with them, and maybe you want to reevaluate that history and how that history made you feel. Most importantly, how it made you feel. If you felt uneasy and you're hoping for the best, I'm not saying walk around with a stink eye, but be like, hey, I felt uneasy for a reason. Okay, if I feel uneasy again, or that similar feeling, then I know something's up. And that if I'm held in a place where I'm holding still in my career, with my emotions, with my feelings, that this person, the only thing that is like having you hold on without like having you think this is a good idea and hold on for this person is the fact that you have history with them, that maybe you put in so much time or so much effort with them. But just remember, that's these cups, they're not necessarily the best ones. They're the ones that are like almost excuses for putting up with foolishness. I'm not saying that this person is making you deal with foolishness, but the whole waiting game, I don't know what that's about. Like if they're making you wait to get a commitment, that is very strange. King of Pentacles would present as somebody who could give a commitment with ease. Capricorn would give you the energy of somebody who would wait longer to make a commitment, but you trust it because they're observing you. They're trying to make sure they're making the right decision. Which means this person isn't someone who's like jumps from relationship to relationship. Like they're level-headed and, you know, I trust. But I mean, again, if they're making you wait, it's definitely something that is connected to an emotional disconnect, and that's not good. I mean, I'm here because we have history. Where are the emotions of love? Where's the, you know, Two of Cups and stuff? The Nine of Pentacles comes last year. I feel like there's this independence and these pentacles in reverse. What's going on here? The Nine of Pentacles speaks to somebody who is self-sufficient, somebody who's independent. Now I'm wondering if that can be a hindrance. You know, somebody who's set in their ways of independence and unable to make that shift in union and duality. Somebody who feels a connection, a personal connection to you or to their past, but at the same time, they're emotionally unsatisfied. Six of Cups, maybe this feels more like obligation, some level of obligation, because Top and Tail Pentacles is giving us that whole commitment and stable sense of, like, this person's not a loose cannon. They're not just doing whatever all over the place, but they may be making you wait because they want to observe and assess you. However, this feels kind of like I'm making you wait and it's having a detrimental effect. Maybe it's waiting too long for some of you. Maybe you're not sure about what they're doing and it's making you, again, disconnect emotionally from them, as well as show your not so presentable side, which could potentially make them feel disconnected as well, increasing the waiting game. But I feel like the waiting game, being the major arcana here, is your biggest theme. So you're going to know who is being discussed right now, is the person that's making you wait on potentially an opportunity for money, person, relationship, connection. Emotionally, are they making you wait? No. It means like it's like waiting on an agreement, waiting on something tangible, a label, you know, an opportunity, moving in, something. But the Six of Cups, again, you have history with this person, and the fondness of that history keeps this situation in rotation rather than cut off. I feel like this Nine of Pentacles speaks to the independence you might find with this person, that they're like a solo being. Like, they do their own thing. You don't always know where they are. They don't even always discuss everything that's going on. They may not be telling you about their emotions. There's no water up in here in the genetic makeup of this person, but more of an intellect. And logically, it doesn't make sense to tell you their weaknesses, some of their concerns. They're persuasive. They can steer your conversation elsewhere. And also, they have unique situations on their hands that they maybe don't think anyone else will understand. So there's weird, like, variables in this that could be the reason that they make you wait. But hey, where are we if we aren't communicating? How am I supposed to know what's going on? It can, again, lose feelings, lead to some frustration. Yeah, no, this person should be smart enough to be able to know when to communicate, though. Six of Cups, they may have their goal in mind. It just may not be clear to you. And I think that they're just resting on the strength of the history or past that you have together. Otherwise, their independence and solo energy is what's stymieing your ability to merge in partnership or just in union as a group with other people. But just working together with this person, I think they have like this sense of either importance and independence that may be causing some waiting, some delays, some excuses, and some emotional upset. So there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, share the video. And if you'd like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.